Hello you guys, I am currently prepping dinner right now. We're gonna be making kind of like an Olive Garden inspired meal with soup, salad, and breadsticks. I went through definitely a little bit of a spell at the beginning of this year of just not being inspired with our dinners. Ended up eating out a ton. This is a super easy meal that we love to make. It's super flavorful, but unfortunately it requires touching raw chicken, which I do not like, so I always get my gloves out. These bad boys. Okay, so I just put the chicken in there. I didn't want to show you guys because chicken is literally my worst nightmare. It scares me so much. But this meal is super easy. It's just like a ton of different cans of stuff and then some chicken, and it's so tasty. And then actually during my lunch break, which is right now, I need to go to the grocery store and get some produce, including a salad kit, because that's going to be included in this meal. So the way we do grocery shopping is, I think it's a really good way. It works super well for us. First step of grocery shopping is to plan out our meals. So I use any sort of resource, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini. Actually, I've stopped using chat because I'm so annoyed by the ads at the end of it. Blogs and websites, you know, things like that. I find meal ideas. If I find a recipe, then I link it and I open my Notion, and then I put my recipes into there, which is super helpful because then I can open this sheet every single day and see what we should make for dinner. I add the ingredients that we don't have from the recipe onto a grocery list, and then my husband goes grocery shopping, or we do a Walmart pickup order. She always loves when we open up cans. She thinks it's tuna, but she also likes refried beans. We found that it's so much easier to shop at Walmart for all of our non-produce items, and then we buy our produce at a different grocery store that has a much better shopping experience. I think the produce is pretty similar at most grocery stores, so I'm not super picky about that. What I really care about mostly is like the experience. Do I have to wait in a long line? Are the shelves stocked? Like, I don't want to hate my life going grocery shopping, because I do hate grocery shopping. Also, I will link this recipe in the description box below if you guys are looking for something easy to make. I feel like I always look up easy recipes to make, and then it proceeds to tell me the most complicated recipe with ingredients that I would never even buy myself. Okay, number one, dinner was so freaking good tonight. And then number two, I don't think I introduced myself yet. If you're new here, hi, my name's Alice. I love to chat about money and show you a little bit about my life. Obviously a life video, but I can never like hold myself back from talking about money. It's just like something I like to talk about all the time. Just a little bit about me. I like to read and run, hang out with friends. Really depends on the weather, what my mood is. Not that I go outside a ton. I'm not like against the outside or the wilderness or whatever. I'm not like yearning to be outside all the time, and you will not catch me hiking. I feel like I kind of liked hiking a little bit, but I wasn't super into it. And then I met my husband. He does not like hiking at all. And so we came together and I was like, you know what? You're right. Hiking is not going to be part of our relationship. Oh my gosh, let me stop bagging on everything good and holy in this world. So anyways, that was kind of a tangent. Yeah, I'm a big reader. I like to write, songwriting, poetry or stories or whatever. Like, I haven't quite written a full novel yet, but I got this little book of the month free subscription for 3 months for Christmas, which was such a good gift, and I forgot to use it. And also there weren't really rom-coms that I was feeling. I like a very formulaic rom-com. That's the kind of books I like to read. I also like romantasy. I'll read psychological thrillers, but few and far between. They can't be scary. They can't give me more anxiety than I already have. Just ordered a book from Book of the Month, my first time ever using Book of the Month, which I'm super excited about. It did have this promotion where you could get a book for just $1, and then I got it, and then it still charged me $17 on my credit card. So I don't really know what that's about. hopefully that gets taken care of. And then yeah, I just did this to get my 3 credits. I'm gonna get a book that is like a rom-com tech romance, but what I can tell, female main character is very career driven, type A personality and stuff, which I kind of struggle sometimes with those kind of books because I don't relate to being super career driven. Like I love my job, I love my career, I love that I get to enjoy what I do and that I do get to work hard, but I'm not someone who wants to like live in New York City or live in LA and try to climb the corporate ladder and work 100 hours a week. I'm more like the small town romances. Not that I live in a small town. I mean, I live in like suburbia. We lived in a small town for a hot second when we were first married and I hated it, which is so funny because I'm like, oh, I always want to live in a small town. And I think the issue is just like, I didn't have any friends or family in that town. I wasn't working, I was doing school remote. It was during COVID, so like, wasn't really my thing. But anyways, I am a big Kindle girl. I'm not gonna lie, Kindle Unlimited is everything to me. I don't have it right now because the subscription like ended, the trial ended, but I think I might pay for it because I think it's only like $12. But what I'm currently reading on my Kindle is Shield of Sparrows, which I don't really usually read the back of books. I don't like to look too much into reviews because I think that a good book can only get better if you don't know that it was going to be that good. This book, it's some of the worst pacing that I have ever read. Whole theme of like, no one trusts me with their secrets kind of thing. I'm 78% of the way through and people are finally trusting her. Single perspective, it's just her, it's not dual perspective. Because of that, me, the reader, knows nothing for the first almost 80% of the book. It's not a lot to go off of. Like literally we're going off of nothing, no clues, no anything. Whew, it is hard to get through. Why am I doing this to myself? It's very weak, as you can tell by the color, but pretty good. Oh man. Hello you guys, I have not talked to you in a hot second. This week just kind of got away from me, honestly. Yeah, it's been a fun week. Just kind of normal with work, and then I did like a Peloton spin the other day, which was so fun. The best part of doing spin and running is that you're better than everyone else, so it's like, that's a great benefit. I'm just kidding, but yeah, it was super, super fun. The endorphins when you do a spin class are like unmatched. Changing our sheets right now to our linen sheets, and they are so nice. I'm like obsessed with linen sheets. This week has been really good. We went over to my husband's grandma's house and I mowed her lawn, which always makes me feel like a farmer, like I'm doing an honest day's work when I'm mowing a lawn, even though it only takes like 20 minutes because she has a riding lawnmower. My grandma made this quilt and it is everything to me. I have 2 of her quilts that she's made for me, or I think I have 3, which is super nice because I know quilting takes a lot of time. It's just so cute and yellow. I think she made it for me going to college, which is like so sweet. I went to the mailbox to check to see if Book of the Month was there because Book of the Month sent me an email saying, oh, it's arrived, it's go time or whatever. And so I go there and I open the mailbox and it's not there. So I'm like, oh shoot, they delivered it to the wrong address. So I'm like walking around our neighborhood, like looking on people's doorsteps to see, because our address used to take like my family and people visiting our house, it used to take them to a different house. I was like looking on the doorsteps and everything and I couldn't find it. So finally I like clicked on the tracking number in the email and it said it was going to be delivered tomorrow. So I was like, that's kind of weird that they said it was going to be delivered today. I'm very excited to read that rom-com. In a huge rom-com phase right now. That's like my natural state. I am currently rereading the When in Rome series on my Kindle, and then my husband was like, stop reading that series, read something else, you shouldn't read that. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then eventually it comes out that, you guys know how we do our like monthly gifts to each other instead of going on like a weekly date. We do like one monthly date and then we buy each other a little gift under like $20 or $30. Oh, I have a cat hair on my face. He is going to buy me the rest of the When in Rome series. I have the last book right here. And the great thing about this series is that each book is like $9 because it only comes in paperback. Well, it probably comes in hardcover, but I haven't seen them before. And so he just ordered them off of Amazon, and I am so excited because the series is just so freaking good. I think for me, it's the first rom-com series I ever read. And because of that, it really is so nostalgic. We have 2 sets of linen sheets. My mom and dad bought us one for my graduation present because like such an adult thing. And then they also have a pair. So when they come and stay at our house, they use the linen sheets because my mom only sleeps in linen sheets. And at first I used to be like, wow, like that's kind of extreme or whatever. But now I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like I love linen sheets. They keep you so much cooler at night. The more you wash them, the more comfortable they get. When we first got these, they were pretty stiff, but now they're great. Oh yeah, also I finished that Shield of Sparrows book and it was horrible. I ended up rating it a 2-star. 2 stars because I liked the setting. Again, I'm a sucker for a setting. There's cobblestone city, tree house community. There's like cliffside, ocean scenes and everything. Every single chapter, there was one full paragraph of straight rhetorical questions with no answers. And every chapter, not every chapter, that's an exaggeration, but a lot of chapters ended where she went and I was going to turn around to ask him a question. And when I turned around, he was already gone. And so I'm like, there's so many low stakes bombs being dropped. I was like, this is so annoying. Yeah, I'm very excited for this weekend. Should definitely be like a big reading weekend because I'll get my book of the month, and then my husband, like the series that my husband bought me, should come as well. So that's super exciting. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying the vibes of this season of life and the season of the year. It feels super good outside. It's not too hot. It's kind of cloudy, kind of blue skies. But yeah, we're just watching the Masters right now, and I genuinely do enjoy watching golf. I personally think that it's easier to watch than like football because in football you can't see their faces, so it's harder to like connect with the people and know who's who and everything. But do you guys want to hear what is really bothering me? So I am definitely a Pinterest YouTube girl. I don't have like TikTok or Instagram. I blocked Reddit because I realized that Reddit was incredibly negative and making me not feel good because I'm very sensitive to like negativity and everything. And I feel like Pinterest is mostly just funny memes, clothing. And when I click on the clothing, which is so funny to me, I will click on a shirt or pants or something on Pinterest and it'll take me to a shirt that is $300. I'm like, do I look like someone who buys a $300 shirt? I do love to shop through Pinterest. I have a really hard time like seeing how outfits could work together and everything. And if you're new here, I used to be more of a minimalist growing up and I really liked that, but it definitely stemmed from anxiety. I felt super anxious when I had things, and the turning point really was I had 2 t-shirts, 2 long sleeve shirts, 2 sweaters, and like a pair of pants. There was this like 3-week period where it was 95 degrees every single day. And if you only own 2 short sleeve shirts, I would wear the exact same shirt every other day. And that ruins your clothes so fast because either you're wearing them a lot and so that's hard on them, and then you're washing them all the time, especially if it's really hot. And then like say I cook dinner and I get a splash of oil on my shirt, which happens every single time, I kid you not. Like then that shirt has to go in the wash, and then I have to do the laundry like every 2 or 3 days. And then one time I went to a class on campus and I literally had to wear my husband's clothes because I did not have any clothes for the summer that were not dirty or ruined. But now I'm like, you know what? It actually brings me so much joy to have clothes that I like. And it is kind of a learning curve to realize that you're going to buy stuff, wear it once, and then be like, I actually don't like this and I wasted $50 on that. Like that's just part of it. But I feel like if you're a minimalist, I think there's so many benefits to that. But for me, because it came from like it stemmed from anxiety, it just was not for me. I think I have 4 pairs of pants that are like jeans that I can wear to work. And then I have 2 pairs of sweatpants, which is wild. I have 2 yoga pants. I desperately need more. I have like probably 9 or 10 short sleeve shirts now, which is crazy. 12 even. So yeah, I have a lot. Obviously it's a law of depreciating returns. The more you buy, like the less it makes you happy. The fact that I can walk into my closet and choose a shirt instead of being like, well, this one is the least dirty, definitely a big step up for me. This is 4 lemons. I always face the tantalizing temptation to drink lemon juice straight because it smells so freaking good. The lemon casualties. wanted to make lemon bars the other day, but I saw that they had to like chill for like 6 hours. So I was like, absolutely not. And then I found this Pioneer Woman recipe and it only said it takes 55 minutes. And so I was like, heck yeah, I do not need to chill these. But then after I put them in the oven, I read a little bit further down the recipe and it said chill for a minimum of 2 hours. And we're gonna bring them to our friend's house. So chill them for as long as we can, like in the freezer maybe. So these might be a complete letdown. And also I feel like sore after making them. My hands from like zesting all the lemons. People think that the lemon zesting industry is glamorous, but it's not. My book of the month came and it's a little beat up, but that's fine. So I got my trusty knife because our scissors are dirty. In this household, we have one pair of scissors. Our entire household is resting on the back of these kitchen shears that we got in a set from our wedding. Let me see if I can open this. It's so pretty. I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm honestly amped. I love to read a rom-com set in the city. That's super fun. Hazel, sorry. Sometimes you call your kids the wrong name. They've had such a frisky, fun day together. The weather has been like rainy and really sunny, hot and very windy. We went on a run today and I was like sweating and cold at the same time. And I was like, okay, this is kind of a lot. It's been a great day and I'm just so excited to read this. My first book of the month. The lemon bars are ready. Okay, I just got them out of the oven. You know, when you're watching a baking show and someone's like, oh, I forgot to do this. I'll just like cook it for longer or put it in the freezer or something. And then you're like, no, Dumbo, it's not gonna work. I feel like we might have just done that because I forgot to bake the crust for 20 minutes before I put the filling in and then baked it again for 20 minutes. And so instead, and we'll see if this works, I lowered the temperature and we baked it for like twice as long. Also, it called for a 9x13 and we only have a 10x14.5. I don't know why we have that pan size. We do not own a 10. We do not own a 9x14. I'm super excited for this book. I don't foresee me doing book of the month every single month because for me, it's hard that you have to choose between only like 4 or 5 books. To be honest, I had book of the month 3 months before I actually got something because most of the books I was like, that just doesn't look good to me. Mostly I just read rom-coms, honestly. Like all these books on here are rom-coms. This is one of my favorite books in the entire world. It's my first Emily Henry book that I ever read and it's in a small town and it is so cute. It's like small town and big city. It's best of both worlds, which I absolutely love. And both of the main characters just absolutely love books and they're like in the publishing industry. So I thought it's really cool. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare ya. We are going to let those lemon bars cool and then we're gonna take them to our friend's house, stick them in the fridge there and then hang out. And I was just talking about this. It is nice to have, you know, people over where you like, okay, let's have dinner this day and come over at this time and we'll make this and you bring that. Like that's really fun, but it is, I don't know how to explain it, so much more close when you are able to have a friend where you're like, hey, can we come over? Normally we invite ourselves over to people's houses because we know if they have kids, it's easier for them to put their kids down to bed at their house. Almost all of the people that we hang out with have a kid under 3.